Good morning. This is a Kent emergency broadcast. When you see those letters up, K-E-N-T, all capitals, that is the Kent Emergency Network transmission. And this is directed about Catherine Austin Fitz. We're stealing from her this morning, boys and girls. Yeah, we're not just borrowing, we're stealing her idea. And I say that with all respect and love due. Catherine Austin Fitz, a true American heroine. And she rates right up there. If you ever ask me, who would you like to have lunch with? And Catherine Austin Fitz would be it after my grandmother. That's just the way it is. So Catherine Austin Fitz is a very bright woman. I'd love to see pictures of her when she was younger. I'm sure she was, well, I'm sure she was businesslike, but I'm sure she was quite beautiful, to be honest with you. And her ideas are beautiful. And she has given us a tip as to how to rescue ourselves and pull our asses out of this trap they've set for us. And so I'm going to do my best. Remember, my middle initial sometimes is, well, my name sometimes is John H. Kent, H standing for hypocrite. So this morning I will be a hypocrite, and I will admit it. I'm not happy about that. But it's time. Well, there's a couple credit cards I'm just going to shuck away. I'm tired of these. I'm not going to cuss. But Catherine Austin Fitz has advised us, use cash. If you don't want to get caught in their net, use cash. I don't know where the camera is on this damn thing. But use cash. Do you understand? Transacting cash. Now, a lot of cash is going to be coming back to the country. But cash is meant to be circulated, as in current. And I know a lot of you say, well, we don't want that piece of shit, the Federal Reserve. No, look, I don't want it either. But what they've got laid for us is a far worse trap. So we can catch them in the net they've laid for us. We can catch them in the same old net that they've laid for us. They need to get trapped in. It's a biblical principle. So, yes, I know it's blood money. I understand that, but all money is or can be blood money. Ours is the blood money of our women and our men who sacrifice for us. And we have to honor them, which means let's use the currency. Let's get it flowing in the current. Let's get it around. Let's just keep it going and keep it passing along as fast as we can. Yeah, I know it loses some value, but if we honor our fallen heroes by using it, I think we can stop them a little bit more, a little bit better at the traps they've laid for us. And they're moving at breakneck speed. And they want to break our necks and kill us, to be honest with you. So I'm going to start using cash every chance I can. And I know it's not the best currency. I want God's money is what I want. But until that time, I will transact in cash using credit cards minimally. The credit cards are set up so they really inflate the currency more than the Federal Reserve does. It's set up so that it actually expands the currency much more. It's just like taking a mortgage out. You think they're lending you something, but they're not. They're actually expending the currency based upon your promissory note. And as G. Edward Griffin has said many times, that $1 that they print up can turn into as much as $29 because of this crappy system they've set up for us, this slavery system. Yeah, I've got my old hearing aids in, and this Bluetooth has said every time I connect it by wire in this phone, it sounds like crap to me. So it is connected by Bluetooth. I got another phone coming in. It's got a hardwired audio jack. I'm really looking forward to that. I don't need all the fancy cameras and shit on this phone. Besides, this type of phone I'm using reports to them like 900 times and whatever. It reports to them more than any other phone. And of course, Apple is, as the wisdom of my housekeeper said, it's evil. Apple is evil. And of course, the whole thing is evil because of the Patriot Acts. They take all of the hardware headed into this country and they send it to Costa Rica, where a CIA facility will open it up and put in chips for us to make it better and improved, and spy on our asses and load it with all kinds of software to spy on us. So we're not free at all in this country. And if you were to buy a Macintosh, say, down in South America, you would get it without that crap on it. But, they reserve that special shit, that poison for us up here. We're their target. We're the one they want to take down. And your friends out there who are protesting, thinking, well, we got to stand up for all people. Look, you need to understand it's a real rat trap. They've designed this thing in incredible detail. I don't understand it all. I don't want to know it all. But I want our boys and our girls, our people in arms, protected. And the only way we do that is by taking these notes, these promissory notes that we don't own, they're not our property, can be recalled at any time. We need to just keep those things going. So, pay a little extra to somebody if you got extra cash. Tip a little bit. I know I'm a tightwad. I know I am. I know I'm. Well, I remember my mother used to say all the time and tease my father. He's cheap, 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 cheap. Like a. Dad did a good job. He really did. And Mom had fun riding his ass, teasing him, and being too hard on him. And being too hard on me as well. Let's try not to be so hard on each other. And I want you to understand that they want you to take action without thinking. They want you to act upon your feelings, your emotions. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. I know sometimes you just have to do it. If you're being attacked, you gotta, don't let them hurt you. So let's go to cash as best we can, and let's bless each other with it. If you bless it to Yahweh, it's all holy. It ain't his money, but maybe, honey, we're going to get some time so we can change things around. Now, this stuff in Minnesota, we need to sit back and not participate in it, not protest it. Just stand still. Let the government agencies exert their agency over us to a certain extent. Be respectful. Get the hell out of the way. Sleep was okay last night. I've had a flurry of creative thoughts and thinking, and I probably go too far with that stuff. And I don't want to get too animated. I got buttered up real good for breakfast. I used to eat the same thing, but now it's like, well, what do I have in the kitchen? What's available? What needs to be eaten? What does Yahweh bless me with? And then on my supplements, I've also started to crack those things in half, and even the vitamins that aren't scored, I just snap them real, not gently, but just quick, very quick. And so what I've discovered is that a lot of these supplements are too strong. And if you see that there's a scored tablet, it's meant to be cut in half. So cut it in half and see if you don't do better. Remember, they put binders, fillers, and all kinds of nasty shit in there. So you want to minimize that stuff. And you really don't want supplements. You want to go to natural food. Sprouts are natural food. So we're going to say Kent, and it's going to be Catherine Austin Fitz, American Heroine. And I got to spell it right. It's not spelled like the drug heroin. There's double N's in there with an E on the end of it for the feminine form. And you guys out there better get used to using the feminine form because it's really respectful. And mind you, when we use standard pronouns of he, and they, and all that, it's so the women are behind us and are protected. We're in front. The dogs got to have their conversation. So